know as you two update nutrition. So let's go through the research. I laughed. One of the doctor's wives was telling me that she was seeing her drug doctor, and he says, well, I have nothing against natural things, but there's just no science. What? What kind of hole is this guy sticking his head in for the last 50 years? There's more science now, and we'll talk about diabetes. Type 2 is that this is the only way to get yourself well, not the crap that they kind of give you here. So let's go through the real science. Hope he can stick his head out of the hole and watch this. So this comes from Italy, published in, what is this published in? Journal of Cardiovascular Medicine. Oh my goodness, that's one of his drug doctors, stating this, is that taking omega-3 fatty acids helps with post-operative atrial fibrillation. After they butcher you and open things up that could have been prevented, your heart goes into this fibrillation, high type of beats, not working very, very effectively. And they were able to show that through meta-analysis, looking at all the science, that omega-3 fatty acids can either reduce that or prevent that from happening. Come on, stick your head out of the hole, not in the hole. Science. Another scientific article. Where is this from? Oh my goodness, Harvard Medical School. So maybe when he bought his medical degree and still doesn't know what's going on, maybe he could watch this in terms of this video here to find out what's really happening. So from Harvard Medical School, American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, vitamin D intake, risk of cardiovascular disease, showing that there's a direct correlation in terms of how much vitamin D is in your body and how much heart attack. More vitamin D, less cardiovascular. Less vitamin D, more heart attacks. Yeah. So how much vitamin D? Very, very expensive. Oh, that's right. The drug doctor doesn't make any money off that. So what he does is stick his head in the hole again and comes up with garbage that he would like to see real science. Yeah. As I offered, the doctor's wife said, please have this, once again, imbecile come on my TV show and for 2 hours talk to me like he talked to her. But unlike her, I know the science and we'll find out that he knows nothing either about the drugs he's taking, the science of what his drug's taking, or the nutrition like that. For 2 years, I had a $5,000 offer for someone doctor like that to come on my show and say that to me face to face. And guess how many came? 0, because once they did watch this, they go, oh my God, he knows about Harvard. He knows the science. I know nothing. All I know is what the drug reps come in. I bend over, take it, and then they go out, and I just do what they say. Nice. Yeah, I'm a little on fire today, you can tell. Or maybe you don't understand, my impression here is that this country is going down the toilet. We've talked about the studies showing that we waste $1.2 trillion, that's with the T, a year because of garbage that's out there for drugs, surgery, and procedures that don't work is the #1 killer. Those are the facts. And once again, I want those doctors to come on and say, oh, where do you get that information? And we'll go through the science on that from their doctors, not my doctors. So it's costing us, and we're putting ourselves into bankruptcy. As we talked about, what would you rather have? In 6 years, all this crap that doesn't work in medicine that's overpriced, that same amount of money put into a fund, or have that money given to everybody and everybody could have a free house. Oh yeah, that's a hard one. So why don't you put that in your head, saying, yeah, I want to go to this drug doctor that's giving me worthless stuff, costing lots of money that maybe I don't pay for, but it's causing our country to go bankrupt, or put that money and everybody can have a free house. Yeah, can you get that? Or how about this? 1 million seconds equals 12 days. So this tells you about what trillions mean. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. 1 trillion seconds is 32,000 years. So $1 trillion, when they say 1.2, oh, 1 and 0.2, doesn't sound like, yeah, unfortunately it's a 12 zeros behind it for $1 trillion. Lots of money, people are suffering, being killed for that kind of money that's wasted. So that's why I'm passionate about it, because my children and grandkids are going to have to pay for this crap that we're putting on a credit card, and once again, that we don't have money, and people walk around, everything is free, everything is free, I got Medicare, Medi-Cal, I have insurance. Well, guess what? That's not all paying for it. So wake up, people. Now, you need to get your head out of, where somewhere else, too. Let's see, simple thing, high ratio of beans and rice linked to lower cardiovascular risk factors. Yeah, going back to simple foods, beans or rice. Yeah, it's not as sexy, you can't go into fast food like that. Here's a study from Harvard Medical School, published in where again? American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. That's right, August 2011. Next time you go see your drug doctor, see when he's had last read a journal article. Yeah, I read one in 1972, you know, when I was a medical student. And oh, that's right, they found that that study was wrong and basically killed people. But that was good for me. Great. So they found, once again, increasing, this is the, once again, from Harvard, increasing the ratio of beans to rice, more beans to rice, and limiting the intake of white rice for more beans was able to lower, once again, by 35%. Now keep in mind, statin drugs, which we'll talk about ad nauseum, billions of dollars, very minimal type of benefits. What did their claim to fame? They help reduce cardiovascular disease by 35 and 40%. Here, just by increasing your beans, are equivalent to a multi-billion dollar, with lots of side effects like, oh, muscle wasting, dementia, liver damage, all this kind of crap. And here you just have to eat more beans. Yeah, let's really talk about mono to mono, drug versus natural, any day, any time. But of course, no one's going to make, once again, $45 billion a year. Your drug doctor's not going to be able to take a trip to Hawaii and talk about their crappy statins because the beans don't cost anything. You think the bean industry is going to pay someone $20,000 a year? Yeah, that's how much your drug doctor is bribed every year. $20,000. That's right, it's a bribe. They're like prostitutes. They're paid to do these little tricks for the drug companies because, once again, they're the pimps. And they do their little tricks by giving you this crap that doesn't work. You walk around thinking, oh, yeah, this is really good. I don't have to exercise. We already talked about it earlier. You know, by 2030, 50% of Americans are going to be obese. Now let's get to the real issues here. Do you still want to know what my feelings are? Yeah. Well, you can check out my other websites. Once again, dietary intake, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty, and risk of clinical depression. Devastating type of disease. We've talked about using SSRIs. 4 scientific studies showing it has from mild to moderate no benefit or more benefit than placebo. So we're spending billions of dollars. Where yeah, I could just take a magic bean and say, hey, this is going to make it, and that's going to be equivalent to once again another $50 billion worth of SSRIs, which have lots of side effects. So this is once again, oh crap, this is from Harvard again. This isn't from an herbal shop. This isn't from, Grandma Pete's, down the street that she thinks. This is Harvard Medical School, one of the top 5 in the country, if not the world. That's what they say. Published where again? Oh, American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, one of the top ones. Is they looked at studies showing is that there's a direct link in reducing depression risk by increasing your different kinds of good fats. Oh, that's right. Unlike the SSRIs that don't work, have all kinds of side effects. Yeah, when you take omega-3 fatty acid, what does it do? Yeah, it actually decreases death rate more than statin drugs by 100%. It helps your eyes, helps your skin. Omega-3 fatty acids are a miracle compound. Oh, but that's right. You can't get a patent, and you can't rip people off for $400 a month for this other kind of crap that doesn't work because it's a natural thing. Ah, too bad. So once again, you're the sucker. You're the experiment. So you got to get off your butt and start asking questions. And what we're going to be doing is say, yeah, Dr. Smith, because you're such a moron, how come you're not subscribing to Dr. Noah's and Cindy and John's new type of website where you can get this information? Because I don't want to hear this crap. Oh, I'm so busy. What? Bending over and taking it from pharmaceutical companies and having them pay you $19,000 a year for, once again, telling lies? Get off their butt, spend 5 or 10 minutes, yeah, and then they can, once again, join me to get you well. Remember, that's what you want. You want to get well, not get drugged up. Have a nice weekend.